Opened back in 2003, have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The winner here, of course, a trip to Las Vegas for Super Bowl 58. Not a bad prize as we are underway in the NFC Championship game. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard to the 36. Rodgers wants to change the look. Here's Rodgers. Off play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Falcons.
Right now, you got 58.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Hey, 88.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On play action, now Rodgers. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They go play action with Hurts. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Great, set.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Tiger Swamp.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Albert Okwuegbunam. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have struck first in this NFC title game. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you get a team working together, and you get the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They work now on 2nd and 9. And London motioning left. Throwing is Rodgers. Over the middle, caught by London. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. Loose inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now London motioning left. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Calvin Ridley from 10 yards out. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This is Smith with the ground. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
On first down, Hurts. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Quez Watkins, the intended target, and it's third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
The Eagles going to take the first of their time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since he's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Pack the street.
And they'll go on the ground. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. In there to drop it for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean. An outstanding play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
On 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers going to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency.
At the 45-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or
throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Waddle, the motion man, right.
26. Rodgers again now. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake. Rodgers. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Waddle, the motion man, right.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll get it inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Now Waddle on the jet sweep.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Robinson up the middle.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Falcons have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Complete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hurts going to keep it on the draw.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, 36 yards. And the Eagles have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
In motion, the tight end. On play action. Now Rodgers.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll roll him out right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. Hard throw, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
To about the 35, 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have any options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to the ground with Robinson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Jefferson moving in motion left. From midfield, here's Rodgers. This one brought in by Jefferson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. On the very outer edge of field goal range. It would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Robinson on a give right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now Rodgers. And he's caught. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And this is good for a 1st down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. They'll run with Robinson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Waddle, the motion man, right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Again, it'll be Robinson. Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
3rd and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game.
26.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
30.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Did he get the feed down? Yes. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have taken the lead here now in the 4th quarter of this championship game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Eagles 17.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. 72 yards on the ground here for Swift, and he's got a 1st down as well.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Once again, it's Swift. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Forced out to his left.
They'll find Swift out in the backfield.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense down the field. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Play action. Here's Hurts.
Airing it out deep for Smith.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll run again. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, and it's stopping short of the first.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. And they take a knee. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.